Alright, today we're going to be doing a oil change how-to on the Mercedes 274 gasoline engine. This is on a 2022 Mercedes Sprinter. I'm going to go ahead and go point of view and show you the tools we need and show you the process. Alright, so what you're going to need is your new oil filter, and this one is a A270-180-0109. You're going to need 11.1 quarts or 12 quarts of 5W40 gasoline engine oil. Ours is a 229.5. So tools you're going to need: 13mm socket for the oil drain plug, 27mm socket for the oil filter cap, an extension to get down to it, and a 3/8 ratchet. I don't have a 3/8 drive 27, so I use an adapter. So let's get right into it. So the oil filter sits right there. This one is at a slight angle, so I like to loosen it just enough to where I know the oil's draining down and it's not going to run down the edge here. So I'm going to let that sit and drain while we drain the engine oil. I'm going to go ahead and raise the vehicle now. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and raise the vehicle. Just want to hurry and show you the digital maintenance tool. A couple good bits of information in here, such as what your wheel torque is going to be if you have steel wheels, what your wheel torque is going to be if you have aluminum wheels, and it's supposed to be 133. There's an unwanted decimal there for foot-pounds. And then, so right here you got 10.5 liters or 11.1 quarts of oil. We're doing 229.5, 5W40. A couple things to note: Mercedes recommends replacing your spark plugs every 3 years, 30,000 miles, and replacing your engine air filter every 3 years, 45,000 miles. So now that I got the vehicle in the air, go ahead and get the oil draining. Gonna want an oil catch that's big enough to hold more than 11 quarts. So if you've watched any of my other service how-to videos, you'll notice that the oil drain plug on the gas engine is on the passenger side instead of the driver's side, like diesel engines. So now you're gonna go at your 13mm socket and your ratchet. It's pretty dark. Go ahead and let that drain off. Get cleaning this drain plug. Get the new crush washer out of here. Our parts department always ends up putting the crush washer in here. If you buy this from your dealer, make sure you buy a crush washer as well. Alright, so it's been a few minutes. Once you got it down to a nice fine stream like that, go ahead and put the drain plug back in. I'm not left-handed, so it's a little awkward. And then Mercedes always says 30 Newton meters on the drain plug. I go 30, 40 Newton meters. Like, I usually just go to where I feel it. Like, give a little. Not gonna mess up if you know it's tight. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the vehicle and we'll pick up from there. Alright, now we're gonna want to take this filter out. I like to take a rag down there with it. That way when I pull it out, I'm able to catch any remaining drips that might be on the filter. This one was good sitting for that time. Take off all 3 old O-rings. Get your new O-rings. You always want to make sure you get these in the correct groove. You can kind of see it's this bigger groove here. You want to make sure it's not on the threads and not up here on the upper edge of the cap. So it's right in there, like so. Grab your next one. This is easier to do with like a pocket screwdriver. Get it over one little edge like that, and then just kind of like work it around like so. And then you want to end that groove there. And then this next one, get it right on top. Make sure it's in there. Lubricate them a little bit with the oil on your fingers. Take your new filter. Make sure it slides on all the way. It'll slide on all the way anyway when you tighten the cap down, but I like to make sure it's on there from the beginning. Get your 27mm socket. And then you'll even see on the cap there, they mark it with 25 Newton meters, up to plus 5 Newton meters, so up to 30 Newton meters. I always tighten it just to where the cap bottoms out. The O-ring does a great job of sealing off the cap, so like right there where it touches, that's plenty tight. You can go a little more, but don't over tighten it. You don't want to crack the cap and cause yourself an oil leak. Next, you're going to want to fill it with oil, and like I said, if you don't have a gun like we do, you can see here 5W40, we're going to need to buy the 12 quarts and put in 11.1. Okay, so we'll set it at Alright, got the engine full. Not literally full, just the specified amount of oil. We have a dipstick on this engine, so we'll go ahead and start the engine, double check the oil level. So currently there's a fair amount of oil in suspension that'll be draining back down. So the oil is going to read low. When I pull this back out, or I should probably on the lower end. Oh, look at that. Right below the max. So, great oil level. This is getting a B service, so I'll be replacing the cabin air filter, wiper blades. I've already gone ahead and topped off the coolant, topped off the windshield washer fluid. The brake fluid is looking great. That'll be due for a flush at 4 years, so next year. So that's how you change the oil on the Mercedes OM274 gasoline engine. Go ahead and give the video a like. Subscribe to my channel and comment any suggestions you have down below.